Hi everyone, my name is Jennifer and I'm a grade 12 student from Toronto, Canada. This is my second YouTube video and I'm going to be talking a little bit about what's been on my mind lately. I've sectioned this video off into several groups, so you can either click around to see what you're interested in or you can just listen to me talk through all of it. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Also, I'm currently editing right now and I realized you might have a better experience if you watch this video at 1.5 times speed. As you may already know if you watched my first video, I attend University of Toronto schools. Now, in a regular year, we have full year courses. However, with the pandemic, our school switched into a trimester school system. And currently, I'm taking 3 classes: statistics, French, and physics. Unlike most other schools, from September to December, we were operating with 5-hour-long classes. That's right, I would have biology for the entire day in the same classroom with the same teacher and with the same classmates. It was really difficult to concentrate and stay engaged because 5 hours is just such a long period of time. Thankfully, when Toronto went into lockdown, our school switched into 2.5-hour classes. So instead of a 1 5-hour-long class each day, we would have 2 2.5-hour-long classes. With most schools in Toronto reopening, UTS announced that we'd be going back to the 5-hour classes. And that's been something that's been on my mind a lot lately because I have no idea how I'm supposed to stay motivated and engaged in my classes when I have major senioritis and these classes are so long. As much as I like my physics teacher, I'm just not sure I can listen to him talk for 5 hours each day. In other news, I'm currently in the process of Canada's national math team selection. And for those of you who aren't familiar with math contests, countries from around the world will send a team of 4 girls to the European Girls Math Olympiad, or egmo. And for Canada, the process starts in November with the Canadian Open Mathematics Challenge, or the COMC. And the top 16 to 20-ish girls from that are then invited to write an egmo team selection test, or TST, in January. This year, I took the TST a few weeks ago, and so we had 4.5 hours to answer 5 questions. I remember I was able to solve the first 2 pretty quickly. They were a little bit tricky, but I had seen similar problems before, so I was able to manage them fine. However, I had spent almost all of the rest of my time on question 3, and I basically made no progress. I was thinking that I shouldn't be looking at 4 and 5 because usually the questions are in order of difficulty, so if I can solve 3, it didn't make sense for me to attempt 4 and 5. Anyways, I wasn't feeling too great about the contest because I'd only solved 2 of the questions, and I spent the last couple of hours doing basically nothing. However, the next day, I was checking my email and I saw that there was a message from one of the test administrators, and it said that there was a typo with question 3. And it wasn't that there was a spelling mistake or a grammar error, but actually, the typo changed the whole meaning of the problem and made it impossible for us to solve. Upon hearing this, I was pretty upset. I'd spent a few hours on question 3, and I was already feeling pretty badly about the test. Regardless, the test leaders apologized profusely, and they said that they'd be administering a second TST, which is actually happening tomorrow. So I'll try and insert some footage from that and let you know how it went. Oh my gosh, I just finished. That was 4.5 hours of writing and I'm exhausted. I'm pretty happy with how I did. I managed to solve the first 4 problems out of 5, so that's a lot better than last time already. And I was able to make a little bit of progress on the 5th question, but I didn't think it would be worth anything, so I didn't submit it. While I've spent a lot of high school learning mathematics, the past couple months with college applications, I've actually been thinking a lot about what it is that I want to study in university. I've started reflecting on what I enjoyed in high school and what it is that I want to learn more about. And I've realized that although I really like mathematics, I think I'm honestly more interested in its applications. And a few weeks ago, I was on a call with my brother and we were talking about all of this. And he suggested that I make a pivot from mathematics. In fact, he suggested that I start learning how to program. And I really like this idea because not only is programming an application of mathematics, but also it's been a skill that I've always wanted to develop. So I started programming, and honestly, it's been really fun. The whole experience reminds me a lot of learning mathematics, except that it's a little bit more extreme. And what I mean by that is when I have a bug and my program's just not working, I find that I get a lot more frustrated with that than when I am unable to solve a math problem. And similarly, when my program finally works and I'm finally able to find that bug and I get that output that I wanted to see, I feel a lot more satisfied than I do after I've solved a math problem. Something else that's been on my mind is actually this. I'm a pretty shy person, so uploading a video to YouTube, posting about it on Instagram, and asking for feedback on Reddit has been a really daunting experience for me. And while I've gotten overwhelmingly positive feedback from my friends, it can still be difficult for me to be relaxed and feel like myself on camera. There's this constant worry about how I sound or how I look, and I'm honestly just hoping that gets better with practice. Growth mindset. Anyways, thanks for listening to me ramble. If you made it this far, you're a real one.
Closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.